Guys, what's up? This is Kaz here. Today I'm gonna be talking about a very important topic, at least which is important to me and all the Indian Arena of Valor players. Now, as the topic or the title must suggest, it's we're gonna talk about the current state of the game as it is. Now, before going talking about the what's actually happening at the moment, I would like to talk about like what happened from the beginning, right? Like we have to. It's kind of like a story, right? So I don't want to spoil the story by directly coming to the end. Uh, Also, I have some decent Murad gameplay in the background. So if you guys just want to come here, like watch me play Arena Valor for probably the last time. Like I know the last video I made for Arena Valor was like 5 months ago, and I actually didn't know it was gonna be my last. But some things happened, and the game just suddenly died all of a sudden. So I was like this is my last probably and probably my last gameplay, and it's pretty washed up. I'm playing this game after like 5 months, so yeah, it's gonna be pretty washed up. Anyways, so if you guys just wanna enjoy the gameplay, you can just mute me and just see the game, whatever. So yeah, that's up to you. So anyways, guys, starting from the beginning, the game was launched on the Indian Play Store at March 1st. Like the advertisement started like way before March. It was like on February. Me and Blastoise, who's a very good friend of mine, we basically he told me about the idea to start playing this game because he saw the ads like first on Instagram, and like then soon it like became very popular in Facebook as well. Like the advertising was done very good. I would say at the beginning, but we all know what happened at the let's say what at the end. Now I would say that the game was at the time when it was released. Obviously, didn't the Indian MOBA market is, as you all know, very limited because it's mostly dominated by Mobile Legends, and even if it's not, like it's pretty limited, right? Like most people who play MOBA are like obviously playing Mobile Legends because it's been on the Indian market for like 3 years now, like more than that, I guess. So yeah, it's heavily dominated by that, but still, Arena Valor made quite a mark of itself, I would say. They did so by obviously introducing some good tournaments. Like I remember, in the first month itself, there was like a very good tournament organized by them, which obviously my team won. Me, Sky Blue, and like Blastoise, and some two other Indonesian players. There was like one guy called Ropi, I don't know. So yeah, those were like really good players out there, and we were obviously very inexperienced, and apparently that caused some kind of outrage. And I would not say that it was not deserved. Obviously, it was well deserved because obviously the players we were playing with obviously had much more higher experience. They were playing for like 1 year, and our game was I don't know. It was like five. No, it was a 1 month, right? Yeah, 1 month old at the time, and many of the players who were competing were not even what's it called playing the game for even a month properly because let's just say the mobile market is not very good in India at the moment. That's all I'm gonna say, right? So, anyways, the tournament was announced. The prizes were like very good. They gave us vouchers. They even gave us some free vouchers for like basically doing nothing but joining a Facebook group called AOV Core Group, and they even gave us for the anniversary like 600 vouchers. Now, most of you players who are like me and started playing this game like way before, like from the start, I would say, because I've been in this game from the start, and I basically know everything there is to know about AOV India and everything which was going on. So many of you guys must know there was a very big tournament which was organized by AOV India and what's it called, Tesseract Esports, which was basically turned to the AOV Summer Championship. It was basically a very heavy prize pool at the time. It was for like almost 6 lakhs, 6 lakh rupees. That's roughly what's it called? How many dollars is that? I don't even know how many dollars is that. Like, but it was quite a lot of money, right? Like at that moment, I don't think any mobile game was offering that much money. Like Mobile Legends was not organizing a single tournament. It was before the time MDC, basically MDC for India came in and they started introducing some tournaments for us. But yeah, till then, like no other game was organizing any tournaments for the mobile market of India, and Arena Valor was essentially the first one which did that, and it didn't quite it did this in like quite a fashion. Like they organized it very well. Like it was pretty professional, and what's it called, Tesseract Esports also did it quite nice, I would say. Like the commentary, they even called up a very good international caster, Riku. She's now like casting for some different international AOV tournaments as well, like for the Garena ones. And yeah, like they spent quite much, right? Like they didn't take too many profits for themselves. Essentially, the team which won was Exdee Gaming, obviously, which is I was in the team as well. And the prize pools which we were supposed to get was 2 lakh rupees, I would say, and after tax it was like 1,70,000 something, I don't know. And we got that, but we got that pretty late, right? Like I still remember the time, and like there was like this program started by the AOV people themselves, the developers, called the influencer program. And there was a group specifically for that, where like there was a minimum threshold or requirements which the influencer needed to meet in order to get 1,000 vouchers every week. And it was pretty what's it called, skeptical at first, but it worked pretty well, I would say. Like people did get their vouchers on time. They were distributed by the moderators, Shashwat. There was Dexter, and there was Anuj. Anuj basically passed away, right? So these 3 people were responsible for handling the influence program at the start, and things got pretty worse after the what's it called, the summer championship. Like the things started to take a turn for the worse. Like the influencer program was getting delayed, and since like we all were making videos, but we didn't get the vouchers at all. Like at first it was like 1 week. The mods were like, I don't know, they're not replying, so maybe like you'll get it in like next week. Then it turned out to be 2 weeks, then 3 weeks, and pretty much we never got them, right? It totally stopped, I guess, around September, like late August to September. It's totally stopped. And that was the first sign which, like, I knew like something was wrong, right? Like we all knew like something fishy was going on. And obviously because of the prize money distribution, which was totally delayed by like, I don't know, like 3 months. Yeah, 3 months, 3 months to be precise, I guess. So the prize distribution was delayed by 3 months, and even after like most of us thought that we were getting scammed because like there was no response from the dev team or anyone. Like there was no one to answer it. Kind of like what it is now. Like no one literally answers. Like there's no person to contact regarding anything, right? Like I don't know. It's pretty fucked up, I would say. Like in all honesty, it's not how a game should operate. There should be someone answerable to the players, but at the time there was no one. So basically had the moderators, who were very less informed as well, because I know how much informed the moderators were, because I used to speak to Dexter all the time on Discord, and he used to say the same thing, that he has no freaking idea or freaking clue what the shit is going on AOV India. And it's pretty much the case till now, right? Funny how that happens. Anyways, still, I would say the game was still updating, right? Like the game, the new heroes were coming. I would say at one point we were even ahead of the EU server in terms of heroes and skins. Not especially the skins, but heroes definitely. Like we got the Roxy hero first, and the EU server didn't get. So that was some quite epic times those were, right? Now, like now at times you see it's nothing, dude. Anyways, so during those times the game was still updating. Then came like late December. Now around December the hero delayed. Like the Richter was supposed to be released on November, but it was later released on what's it called, the December patch, December update, I mean. Now people usually what's it called, posted, like my good friend Shady, he always posted game files, and in the game files there was like a bunch of things which were supposed to be released, right? Because after the update there is like always new stuff added to the game. So they all used to post. Now after the December update, nothing, literally nothing was in the, what's it called, patch files. Like after the December, the game didn't get updated for like 3 months, for straight 3 months. Like they didn't reply anyone, and there is like no, the Facebook page wasn't updated. The, what's it called, the moderators were never informed. Like it's not their fault, obviously. Like no one was there to answer them, I guess. And the page straight, the game was legit dying. Like all the old players, all the new players, I would say. Yeah, the new players, not newspapers. The new players didn't really understand what the game was going through, I would say. That's the phase it was going through, but the old players definitely, they knew what was going on, right? So they started leaving one by one, including me, and probably most of the XD gaming, right? XD gaming totally disrupted around that time as well. Pain left, obviously. Then Shash, what's it called, Dexter and Shinex. Those guys were. That's a separate story, I guess, for another day. Or maybe I should include this, right? Like, okay, many people are speculating that the reason AOV India is dead is because of the performance of Team XDG at the AWC. But I especially don't know. I mean, I specifically don't think personally that it's that reason itself, because what do you expect from a team who has no coaches? The players itself are not motivated to play the game, and essentially anything which what's it called? The team which was selected didn't have the exact players to like represent, right? Like at the end, Payne didn't have any passport, so they had to choose some random players, right? They had to choose them, right? Like there was nothing else they could do. Like one thing they could do was obviously back out, but I guess that's the mistake of Shinex, because he really wanted to go. Same for Dexter. Like they wanted to get the representation feel. I guess I don't know, but yeah, I certainly didn't want to feel that for myself. I rather thought that I should focus on my college more than freaking going on for playing a game internationally and losing. Obviously, because it was confirmed that we were gonna lose. Like no match or any team would have gone. Like no team, like legit no team had complete passport players, right? No team as in like good players, not fucking bronze, silver, platinum players, right? Like good players, right? Like the top teams at the current time. Like there was Serenity, there was obviously that team which was what's it called? Holy shit, I'm forgetting the name. Like OG, yeah, OG, yeah, definitely OG. I think that was the name. Those teams didn't have the passports as well. Like not all the players had, right? So they were supposed to, at the end it was like mix and match. Like some players were taking on from some else team, and some players were from Exdee originally, like Shinex and what's it called, Dexter. And certainly, I would say that's that's like that's reason enough to that's why we lost, right? Like I don't think there's any other reason except lack of facilities, lack of coaching, and anything. Like we had nothing, dude. Like I'm telling you, we had nothing, and it's not some fucking fake story that people like bought the past. Like I know many people are fucking doing that. Like that's honestly so fucking stupid. Like who would fucking sell AIC tickets? Like holy shit, that's not even a ticket, right? That's like it's proper registration. You can't just sell it, right? It's not that how it happens. You can even ask any fucking sports community or people who have like gone internationally for tournaments. That's not how it happens, guys. Anyways, so after that, the March came. In March, they updated the Facebook page. They gave us some pretty fucking skins in abundance. Like there was many new skins, and it's pretty much dead. After that, like the shop has not been updated. Like it's totally dead. The Xenon Codex has been removed from the game, and pretty much the the only thing left is some very low quality players, like not the original players who were very actually good at the game, or actually good like by my standards, or like at the time like the game came out. It's like the game is not fun to play at all. Like there's no balance changes. You can see how the shop is right now. Guys, we're like 5 years behind any other server. We have not gotten any updates or like the newest patch as well. We're playing on a very old patch where the old heroes are broken, and it's no fun to play. That's all I'm gonna say. And peace out, guys. I guess. Peace out.